Don't you love the smell of roses? I'm going to capture the smell in an infused oil, and I'm gonna mix in some lilacs and some rose hips and maybe a little vanilla. I'm not sure what else I might throw in there, but I'm also gonna do a rose water. And of course, this is all for my upcoming spa weekend. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is fill up my bottle to the level that I want the oil and measure it. Then I can fill that amount with oil and have the exact amount that I need. Next, I'm going to put it on a low heat and heat it up slowly. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add my rose petals, and I do 2 roses for 2 cups of oil, and I also throw 4 or 5 rose hips in there as well. And I'm also going to be making some rose water, so I have it measured in the spray bottle, and I go ahead and put it on a low heat as well. Okay, so once my oil starts heating up, I turn it down to the lowest setting and stir it around and kind of bruise those petals a little bit to release their scent. And I added about 4 drops of vanilla essential oil to that as well. And I'm also going to go ahead and add a rose to the water that's heated up. And I just break those up and add it to the water the same as I did with the oil. Okay, so I want to stir it up in the water as well and bruise those petals, and then I'm going to put a lid on it and just let it simmer. I'm going to let it simmer for about an hour. So to the oil, I go ahead and add about 3 small bunches of lilacs, and I used the lighter and darker colored petals, and I also add a little bit of fresh flowers to the jars and just a little bit of the lilac, and then I break up into pieces some rose petals and add those to both jars as well. Okay, so my roses have been simmering in this water for about an hour, and you can see they've released their color and became very pale. So I'm going to go ahead and use a small colander and bowl and separate the water from the roses. And I'm also going to let this cool off completely before I add it to my spray bottle. And the reason being is because I'm using plastic. If you're using glass, you don't have to worry about that. The color is amazing and the scent as well. However, if you use fresh roses from your garden, the scent is going to be magnified. Store-bought roses don't have as strong of a scent, so just to keep that in mind. Okay, it's finally time to strain out my flowers from the oil, and it has actually been simmering on a very low temperature for 5 to 6 hours. And I use a cheesecloth and separate the oil from the flowers, and I press out as much of the oil as I possibly can. I would suggest letting this sit like this and letting it cool off. I didn't, and it was very hot, so do keep that in mind. Okay, my oil is ready and it smells so amazing, and I can't wait to use it. I'm going to go ahead and put it in its jar, but I'm going to leave the lid open so it can cool off. And I have a second jar that I put petals in, if you remember. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that vitamin E oil that I got from the Dollar Tree and put it in there with those petals, and I'm going to add some olive oil to that. And I'm not going to fill it up all the way, just a little bit. And I'm going to actually close the lid and set it in a sunny window for 3 to 4 weeks. You can go up to 6 weeks if you want for a really infused oil. And I'm going to go ahead and decorate the jars. And I just use some diamond wrap and some gemstones. I think I got everything from the Dollar Tree except for these stickers here that I got at Hobby Lobby. Okay, so for the second jar, I literally used everything from the Dollar Tree, and I'm obsessed with their stickers, so I had to use some of those, and I figured it could be my tag too. Okay, so what I've wrote on both tags is basically just the ingredients, just so I remember which jar has what in it. And I would like to go over with you just real quick the benefits of using roses or lilacs infused in an oil or rose water. Roses are high antioxidant properties that really help strengthen and regenerate skin tissue. It's anti-inflammatory and great for puffy eyes or redness in your skin. And it can help with acne, dermatitis, eczema, and it's a great cleanser that unclogs your pores, and it maintains your pH balance, so it's great for a toner as well. And it actually hydrates your skin, so it actually has a lot of the same properties that you would find in witch hazel as far as using it for a toner. So lilacs are antifungal, antibacterial. They have skin tightening properties in them, and they're a great astringent. They actually tighten and firm loose or saggy skin. So both lilac and roses are high in easing anxiety, and the lilac helps with cuts and burns, scars, and it really promotes glowing skin. So both are fantastic for a relaxing spa weekend. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. So until then, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.